Today I'm super excited to show you how I transformed my dining room from this bland box to this joyful squiggly seating area with the power of wallpaper. This was my very first attempt at wallpapering, but muddling through is what I do best around here. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. In this video I'm going to share the crucial tips I learned and the things I wish I knew before I started to enable you to take on your walls with confidence. Hey team, if you're new here, I'm Em, and you'll usually find me diving headfirst into my latest overambitious home decor project. I'm here to help you have fun with design, brave new DIYs, and make your home a really joyful place to be. For some reason, I was actually really nervous to give wallpaper a go. And it wasn't without its challenges, but it turned out great. And I'm confident that my tips will help you to go and smash it first time too. Let's crack on. The first big decision to make when there's a huge, scary blank wall in front of you is, where do I start? There seemed to be a ton of conflicting information when I googled this, but I think the main thing is, just take a deep breath and start somewhere. It could be good to start where your eye is naturally drawn to in the room, because your first strips are the most likely to be dead straight. But honestly, I'd just start wherever is the least scary. I started in the corner, and to be honest, I think it was a mistake. I used my laser level to help get things straight, and this was super helpful. I'd definitely recommend using something like that. But when it came to getting the actual paper on the wall, it was really hard to squash it into the corner when I hadn't had any practice on the more straightforward parts yet. I used the paste the wall method, and as soon as I applied that first bit of paste, I kind of panicked. I felt like I was under loads of time pressure to get it just right before the paste dried, so I was stressing out. But this was absolutely not the case. Turns out it's not a ticking time bomb. Just slather on a good layer of paste and you can absolutely take your time. No need to panic or take it out on your long-suffering husband. Sorry, Jake. That stuff does not dry fast and you have lots of wiggle room to adjust it once the paper's on the wall. I used a sharp Stanley knife to slice the paper off at the top and bottom. Might have sliced my hand on the one occasion, would not recommend that. You want to make sure the blade is sharp though, so you can get a nice clean edge on the wallpaper. It's actually way easier than you think to follow the line of the wall with the blade to get a nice straight line. Having calmed down a bit about the levels of speed and accuracy required, we started to work our way around the room. We quickly got into the swing of things and got a good technique going. Lining up the pattern between strips was definitely easier with two people, so someone could stand back and look at where the wiggles matched up. Something I wish I knew before I started is how much paper I would need for this. I just about had enough, but I didn't think about how much I would waste just getting the patterns to line up with each other. Definitely add a good amount extra for wastage if you're measuring up your space. The last step for each strip was to remove any bubbles or creases. I bought a special wallpaper brush for this, but to be honest, a clean dry cloth was actually much more effective. So save your money, but don't just use your hands. If you're anything like me, they'll be absolutely covered in wallpaper paste by this point. You know when you're a kid and you used to just cover your hands in glue, only so you could sit and peel it all off again? Yeah, I've decided wallpaper paste is the adult version of that. Between two of us, we made it round two walls in one afternoon. For total beginners, I don't think we did too badly at all. It was definitely not as difficult as I'd imagined. And I love the result. I had this perception that all wallpaper was kind of old-fashioned, but this one is so fun and a little bit different. It's super impactful, and once you get over the fact that it might make your eyes go a bit funny sometimes, I think it looks great. So would you give wallpaper a go? Hopefully I've convinced you that it's totally doable with zero experience. Learn from my mistakes and you'll be well prepared. For more colourful inspiration and beginner DIY tips, check out this video on how I tiled my kitchen, totally winging it as usual. Thanks for wallpapering with me. See you soon for more DIY diaries.